In their final farewell to the Queen, Prince George and Princess Charlotte bowed to their great-grandmother alongside the Queen Consort, the Princess of Wales and the Countess of Wessex. The two siblings are visibly caught off guard, as they see Sophie curtsy the Queen's coffin. Upon seeing her do the traditional gesture, Charlotte follows suit, followed by her brother George. The two siblings were apparently taken by surprise when their family curtsied and bowed to the Queen's coffin. George and Charlotte were watching the procession, with the Queen's coffin passing by. But when Charlotte noticed the Countess of Wessex was curtsying, she immediately followed in her steps and curtsied as well. George, for his part, bowed only after his sister curtsied. Prince George and Princess Charlotte bid farewell to the Queen with a heartbreaking bow. Image, Getty. Prince George and Princess Charlotte took part in the Queen's procession. Image, Getty. Twitter users applauded the siblings for doing their best to comply with the royal protocol. Lady Mandy said, "Charlotte and her little curtsies are the cutest thing I've ever seen. Charlotte is observant, smart little lady." Bernie FN reacted with a heart emoji. Rhoda Nielsen said, "Love how Charlotte looks at Sophie and follows her lead." Read more. George and Charlotte looked grown up entering service with Kate. Prince George and Princess Charlotte bowed the Queen. Image, Getty. Prince George and Princess Charlotte were with their mother, Queen Consort and Sophie. Image, Getty. Then George follows and bows his head. "Such respectful, beautiful, charming and smart children," Glenda P. said. JGM, Ed. said, Charlotte sweetly looking to Sophie for timing. "The Countess is always so graceful when she curtsies. She is so smooth." Renendunj said, "Don't miss Queen's favorite horse. Emma waits for her one final time at Windsor." Report Queen laid to rest next to Philip as burial service begins. Report the Cambridge's children's appearance shows that the institution is. Report, George and Charlotte arrived at the funeral by car with their mother Kate. Image, Getty. Trending after questions about their presence at the Queen's funeral, George and Charlotte attended the royal event with their parents, Prince William and Princess Kate. George, 9, and his younger sister Charlotte, 7, were the youngest royal mourners, paying their respects to their great-grandmother on Monday. The Queen's great-grandson, who became second in line to the throne, was flanked by his father, King Charles Ives' immediate heir, her mother Kate and sister during the procession that led them to Westminster Abbey. Read next. Zara and Mike Tindall care for nieces Savannah and Isla. Final timetable for the Queen's committal as monarch laid to rest. Prince George and Charlotte decided to attend funeral without pressure. McGregor hits back at steroid accusations ahead of UFC return. Sea of flowers outside St George's for Queen's committal service.